Good morning, everybody. Let's jump right into it here. Looking at Deese corn right now, currently down 3/4 of a cent at 503 and 3/4. Did poke out a new high last night, got up to 505 and 3/4, so not quite to my target of 508, but working on it. Um, Looks a little in the short term like maybe we need a little bit of a break from here. So support will be the overnight low of 502 and a quarter, but then the 5 day at 499 and 7/8. So will not surprise me here today, tomorrow, if we back off a little bit to try to find some support, try to find some new buying there. We'll know pretty quickly today. I might know before the end of the overnight session here, because if you take out that high, 505 and 3/4, you might move up a little bit more before you reverse that and back that off. But I would say sometime today, tomorrow, you're going to back this off in the short term. Try to find these support levels again somewhere in here. But if you jump over to the weekly, still looks really strong here. Let me zoom that out a little. So right in this channel, got some good separation here, suggesting lingering upside momentum. Um, Not above this yet, but again, this is the May. Could be switching to the July. If you do, you'll jump right above this. Working on challenging these highs, which are at 490 and 3/4, with the May currently at 475. So potentially another 10, 15 cents of upside there in the short term from a weekly standpoint. So still looking good for the month of May to continue this up move. Doesn't mean, like I said, that you won't set this back a little bit in the next couple days just to find some new buying. But so short term, overnight high 505 and 3/4 resistance, support the overnight low 502 and a quarter, and then the 5 day at 499 and 7/8. Okay, jumping into soybeans, backing off just a little, got overbought on the RSI. Volume was amazing, so this all still looks really strong. Currently down 3 at 1193 and 3/4. Resistance will be yesterday's high, $12.50. Support, you could say the overnight, sure, 1192 and a quarter. I would still suggest the 5 day with how quickly this is moving. 1185 and 1/8 will not be surprising as a support level. Let's jump over and take a look at the weekly chart with this. Trying to close off a little bit here. Still some pretty good separation there, though. Did we gap up here? High of 1190. Yeah, so there is a gap here now down around 1190 that we have to worry about, trying to back off and fill that for support as well. But definitely going to look at trying to re-challenge these areas. 1223 and a quarter. This again is old crop, not new crop. So another 15, 20 cents of potential upside in the short term, but do have to worry about that gap down there now. Not on the daily, obviously. So, anyways, support's going to be that 5 day still. Possibly the 10 day all the way down to 1176 and a quarter. That seems like a big move here, though. No separation here now. Close that off. So, it does look like potential that we would come down, get a little bit of a break here in the short term, just to see some more buying come into this thing. But like I said, yet again, on the weekly, you've got some decent separation there. So the month of May still looks decent for some upside here. Jumping into Kansas City wheat, continuing what we talked about. We did have a little bounce yesterday, just a little reprieve off of that 10 day, but we're resuming the downtrend now. Support will be yesterday's low, 694 and a half. I would guess you were going to break that, work your way on down to the top of this trend line again, which also happens to be really close to where the 20 day is. At 679 and 3/4. Getting to where we're oversold a little bit here, but still good separation there. So it looks like this down move for KC wheat will continue in the short term. We can look quickly at the weekly there, see if there's anything different. Yeah, it doesn't look great. I mean, honestly, we may be building into the harvest pressure time here. I know that sounds weird, but showing divergence here. If you happen to have a negative week, it would not look good at all in the short term. If you have a negative week here, you might even jump all the way. I mean, you could break a decent amount here if you turn this into a negative week. So, no separation here. So, doesn't look great for Kansas City wheat in the short term, and we'll see what kind of impact that might have on corn. But I would suggest that corn's going to fight that in the short term, just by the way the weekly chart looks. So, yeah, in the short term, I would say corn. potentially down today, tomorrow, sometime in there, just short term, a little setback, but buying will continue for the rest of, or at least the next couple weeks. Beyond that, no idea what that means for an up move, but soybeans, like I said, a little bit of a down move, a little bit of a setback here, but then potentially some more buying as we go through the month of May. KC wheat, though, looks like it wants to have a little bit more of a significant down move here. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. We will check this out and see what prices do today and talk to you tomorrow.